Hello everyone, this is Simon, your host for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. And today I've got a couple short stories for you about some ignorant, unqualified politicians. Imagine that. First, I'd like to say please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so we can get this channel and this content into more people's hands. You know how YouTube is, that they try to ban or hide any information that's not going along with their agenda. So let's go ahead and try to get this out there so we can spread the truth a little bit better. All right, the first story is about Kamala Harris, a new presidential candidate for the presidency in 2020. She's been in the news recently here, and I've got another story about her. So basically, she decided to run for president, and she's quickly embarrassing herself along with a lot of the other political newcomers out there. She just tweeted about the arrest of Roger Stone, Trump's friend, and him being released on a $25,000 bail. Of course, she tweeted about how this was unfair because there are other people who can't afford to pay their bail and they have to sit there for days, weeks, months, or whatever, waiting for trial or whatever, you know. But she either didn't do her research or doesn't know how a signature bond works. So he actually didn't have to pay one penny to get out. He used his signature to get out on a recognizance bond or signature bond, and that means that if he were to jump bail and not show up, then he forfeits the $250,000. So she either didn't do her research, which is pretty sad by itself, or she doesn't know anything about how the system actually works there and how this type of bond works. And the fact that she wouldn't know wouldn't surprise me at all, because she's never earned any of the positions she's held in politics whatsoever. Basically, she got her start by being a mistress of ex-San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown. And he has come out and admitted that he helped her get her first positions in politics, and they were high-paying, positions, of course, but she was unqualified for any of these. And of course, she only got it because she was sleeping with a married man who was more than twice her age. I think he was 60 and she was 29 when they started the affair. So that goes to show that she's willing, to do whatever it takes to get a little bit of money and a little bit of power. So she started off as corrupt. So she clearly hasn't improved along the way. She's still unaware of what she needs to know with this past tweet here proving it. It's obvious to me that she's only slept her way up the ladder and has not really earned any of the positions she's had. She doesn't have the knowledge or the skill set to be where she's at. And for her to be running for president is completely ridiculous. Anybody that would vote for her is just voting for the quicker demise of our American political system. I think people should earn their positions by merit, by experience, by qualifications, not because she wanted to prostitute herself and sleep with a married man more than twice her age just to get a little bit of money and a little bit of power in positions that should have been held by someone who would take them serious. It's pretty sad to me. If anything, she's demonstrated she hasn't learned anything along the way. She's probably just gotten more corrupt as time has gone on, and she's now, I'm sure, being controlled by whatever puppet masters or linger in the background, stand behind the curtain, like the guy from The Wizard of Oz, to see who's really pulling the strings. You would think they would want someone out there that at least looks like they and sounds like they have a clue about how to actually perform the duties of the positions they hold. But maybe not. All right, this is the first story here. Second story I have is about another woman in politics which hasn't earned her position due to merit. One I've had to report on several times, and I'm getting sick of it, but her ignorance knows no bounds. It's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Imagine that. She's got another mention here on my channel for her lack of knowledge, or her her being a puppet as well and just pushing the agendas of the people who control her. Basically, she's commented now on climate change, and that corporations should be ashamed of themselves and should have to pass legislation or whatever, or pass rules and laws that say that they have to back up the global warming claim. When in reality, we all know that global warming was just a ruse to get more money out of taxpayers, so that we would have to pay carbon credit taxes and all these things. When in reality, recent research has shown that we're moving towards a grand solar minimum, which means there's going to be much colder temperatures and changes in weather patterns that are going to be the exact opposite of what they claim global warming to be. So the proof is going to be in the pudding. These people that are out here pushing this global warming story are going to be proven to be flat out ignorant liars, and only money-hungry politicians trying to get their cut of the carbon credit tax money. It's just disgusting. But what's worse is that it's the opposite of what's happening in reality. And that means people won't be prepared for the actual cooling, and that's going to affect food growth and just lots of things that people won't be prepared for, especially if they don't know what's really happening. So this could cause a lot of people a lot of heartache. It caused people to die, and all because these people are willing to push the fake news of the global warming just to get a little extra cash. These people are sellouts or they're ignorant. Either way, they shouldn't be in the positions they hold. This is my 2 cents. If you don't agree, I understand. But, I'm open to hear comments and data or whatever, anything you have that will back up, the opposite point of view. So the comment section is open. Feel free to leave comments that are for or against the things I say. Also, if you do like the content, like and subscribe so that more people can get this type of content recommended to them from YouTube's algorithms. Otherwise, a lot of this kind of content's being banned or shadow banned. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.